The Ukrainian armed forces have been actively preparing at home and abroad for a big push. New units are being trained for a major counter-offensive. But big questions remain over where and when. Some politicians and military experts predict a strike towards the Sea of Azov, potentially splitting occupied areas while cutting routes to Crimea. Others suggest targeting Russian flanks in Luhansk or Kherson. The recent leak of Pentagon documents showed Western experts expecting a push in late April, May or June. But that leak in itself may force a change of plans.
The Russians now know how deep and with what means the American intelligence services can look into the Russian planning and Russian command and control structure. And they might adjust, for example, their codes or their encryption to prevent that. If that happens, and if Western intelligence at the time of the counteroffensive is less precise than it used to be, that would be a bad thing for Ukrainians.
Russia's strengthening its defences along the entire 800-kilometre front line. Western experts doubt the Ukrainian counteroffensive will bring the war to an end this year, but the operation could prove decisive.
If they've achieved significant success, then I think they'll be in a position to force the Russians to the table and perhaps extract some kind of concessions, particularly if Crimea is threatened. Putin really won't want to lose Crimea. But if the Ukrainians haven't achieved much success, then I think they'll be facing a lot more pressure from their allies, who are really at the limit, I think, now, or approaching the limit of what they're willing to give in terms of assistance and equipment. And so Ukraine will probably face a lot more pressure to find some kind of status quo ceasefire.